You've won, Jamie. The kingdom is yours.
And you take that trash to the train station.
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Movie Crank, and today I'm gonna talk about Yellowstone Season 5B Episode 9. Jesus, this sounds like a delivery address. Well, let's carry on. So after almost 2 years it's here. But is it any good? Well, there's only one episode out so far, and I didn't like that one much. And I've loved every episode so far since the series premiere. But I'll get into that after a short summary of the plot. John Dutton is dead. Casey and Beth race to the crime scene. Meanwhile, Jamie is releasing the news of the governor's death to the press. Later on, Sarah Atwood reveals to Jamie that she was behind the assassination. Meanwhile, Beth calls Rip in Texas to come home to Montana. So they killed off John Dutton. It was bound to happen when the news came in that Costner won't return because he couldn't make the schedule, and there was lots of bad blood between him, the Paramount Network, and Taylor Sheridan. Of course they could have had him hide in Helena, pushing pencils and doing his job as a governor, but I guess that would have ended the series rather awkwardly.
Wow, Poochie came from another planet?
Hey, that wasn't supposed to happen!
So Casey and Beth race to the governor's residence to see their father one last time. Apparently, he took his own life, but no surveillance footage could be found since there was a power outage at that time.
When do you anticipate doing this?
Now that's some pure, deep bullshit.
Beth is convinced that Jamie is behind her father's death, but Casey doesn't believe it and wants to investigate further until he plans to take revenge against his brother. I know this might sound weird, but if I didn't know better, I'd say they killed a decoy, or somehow he staged it. Call me crazy, but I just don't buy it yet. Maybe because John's face wasn't shown, or that there's just such a lack of outrage besides Beth and Casey mourning. I for one wouldn't be surprised if John came out of the shower in a future episode, just like Bobby Ewing did back in one episode of Dallas. Meanwhile, Jamie is announcing John's death to the press. He returns home and finds Sarah Atwood greeting him in lingerie. Damn, this guy really got his last brain screwed out by this evil bitch. She's in a celebration mood and tells him he can now start his journey to become governor, now that John Dutton is out of the way. Jamie is shocked, and it's clearly shown that he's not enjoying what happened. I think Jamie is just a really weak man. He doesn't have his loyalties straight, and he's constantly used as an enforcer. I guess with the years, he got so used to the will of other people that he completely lost his own opinion and backbone to fight for what is really in his interest. Needless to say, if there's no guardian angel assigned to him soon, Rip and Beth will wear his skin like a fur coat. Back at the Dutton ranch, Beth calls Rip to hurry back home from Texas. She tells him about her father's demise, and there's a quick scene of Rip processing the news. He goes on and hands over the command to Ryan, seemingly driving off to Montana. The episode goes on to show a flashback from 6 weeks ago, showing us scenes of the 4-6's ranch and Rip and the cowboys operating on it. Casey and Monica are also taking a look at their new house. I wonder how long they're gonna stay in this one. Are you freaking kidding me? John Dutton just got killed, and the episode is filled with cowboy shit on the 4-6's? Don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching the Wranglers do their job, but there's some serious heartbreak going on in Montana in the present time, and they rather show us stuff that happened 6 weeks ago. They could have opened up with that. I seriously wonder what Sheridan is trying to tell us. I don't want to pick any sides in this war between him and Kevin Costner, but Costner was the initial reason I hopped on the Yellowstone wagon back in 2019. And even though I came to love Sheridan's other projects, Costner is a legend and made the series. Anyways, so Casey and Beth are home and fill in the paperwork for Tate to inherit the ranch and temporarily make Casey the owner. This is actually something that I liked a lot, cause it falls right into the timeline and is something that the natives in the Yellowstone prequel series 1883 prophesied. They gave James Dutton, the great-great-grandfather of John Dutton, the property for 7 generations and expect it back after that time. Looking at the Dutton family tree, that makes Tate the 7th generation. So if that prophecy holds true, the ranch will be back in Native American possession soon. I'm excited to see if that will happen in future episodes. In the last couple of minutes in this episode, Rip returns home from Texas and is reunited with Beth. I guess they're gonna mourn, and after that plan steps on how to take out market equities, along with Sarah Atwood and Jamie. If this is really the end of John Dutton, I'm looking forward to a big can of ass whooping, and as far as I'm concerned, even when the stories are wonky sometimes, the action in Yellowstone delivers on that end. I thought this episode was beautifully shot, and the actors also did a good job, as best as they could with the material of course. But some things were really off. It's not just the lack of John Dutton, but characters were different from where we left them. Some accents felt weird, pacing was all over the place, and sometimes it feels like we don't know when the scene takes place. I hope they get this fixed. I'm still convinced that Sheridan and Costner don't know what a gem Yellowstone really is. It works everywhere and people love it. It's a goddamn gold mine. But they seemingly put their own egos over us, the viewers. This episode just felt weird. Here's hoping it'll get better next episode. But I'm not sure if the loss of John Dutton can be overcome this season. Stay tuned anyways. And next week, I'll bring my thoughts about a new episode of Yellowstone to the table. Thank you for staying this long till the end of this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon so you'll know when I crank out another video. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.